Hey, hey, YouTube, back again for a short one. I'm sitting up here cracking up right now on going back over looking at when Prince came in 1984. On was it American Bandstand, you know, and you could see even at that point in time, um, well, the ingenious part and everything is given. I got to go ahead and say that's given. Why? Because whatever you put in to sacrifice, you know, is what you're going to get. And so for both of them, 50 on the clock just passed when I said them. Both of them, meaning Mike, you know, Michael Jackson and that of Prince and everything, they put in work, So when Mike had said, I remember a video and everything had said, I gotta hurry up because they're writing everything, because Prince, like that and everything, And so lyrically, especially lyrically, you know, so Prince went ahead and took it to the level of the musician and everything. And so all of these are all different aspects, the whole 74 Shim Mefaresh, ending with Dr. Mumbaya over in Kenya. Okay. um, it was it depends on what you want to give, what you're going to give, what you're going to give. So I guess to the stages, the pages and stages of love, that's the Filipino love, you know what I'm saying? The LUHV, okay? Which meaning like this shit ain't gonna work out any fucking way. I don't know, bro. I don't know. So looking at that thing right there, because it's crazy. Like I said, he waited 7 years before he walked off stage too. Okay, they both were like, I think it was like either 38 or either 83 days apart in 1958. All right, both of them 38 or 83 days apart, as if I can remember correctly. And so that was a tower right there, of the 11 foundation and everything. And again, one was born in Indiana, and, I guess they had their house at 2300 Jackson Street, and he's over here with Medtronic and everything, So the electronics of that, of the guitar and everything to do with musicology, was really at his fingertips, especially in the electrical sense, like Terrence Howard said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and work out this flower of life. Well, that's what Prince did too, with the place that he was born at, place where he lived at. You know what I'm saying? Because Minneapolis, it gets cold as heck, or cold as hell. Let's go ahead and put it cold as hell. To where I believe downtown, from what my ex-wife said, hey, you can walk around downtown, or a lot of it is covered to where you can go down there and do your work or do whatever you have to do, travel, And then down on top of that, now that I really do see this part and everything of it, he had the same what was that dude's name? Okay, the same the tarot guy. The tarot guy, Savage and everything, Savage and everything. Savage, I wasn't really tripping as far as, what you do, who you do, how you do, whatever you do, But evidently he had this little, prissy thing about him and everything, really, you know. And to tell you the truth, when we looked at Prince in that interview in fucking 1984, right, in 1984, we we saw he had the same thing. How many instruments do you play? Well, no, I forget. A lot, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he was giving praise to a lot at that point in time, if that's the words that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And then when he did go ahead, and when James Brown and Mike was at some event and everything, and Mike was in his days where he was wearing, I guess, the military thing, and he had his the dark glasses on, which was cool. And at that point in time, for the facial and body and all that, that was like a stop point for me, because he had moved himself up, I mean, did whatever he did to his body to go ahead and get a look, but he wanted to go past it, for a purpose and everything, and they don't really care about us at the end, because what had happened, oh, that's what it was. It was clicking is this right here. What's clicking is this right here. Lady Kuan Yin, 6:44 on the clock today. She hit home when she said, and it was true and everything. Also, Denzel and a couple other people, as far as that of speaking on turning back in to love yourself. The feminine essence, because my thing coming out of a prison there, I had put in one request, and that was to meet, to actually meet my counterpart. You know what I'm saying? And I do mean like counterpart because I don't necessarily know that. I know I wanted to be like back to back and shit. We don't have to be the same. But just so long we, our core, the red core is lifted up all through all of these chakras, and not just yellow, because yellow is what did we say? Woolly. Okay, woolly. It has to be gold. It has to be gold because, first of all, gold is malleable. And it connects, even as they're doing the monatomic gold, it connects all of our circuits inside of our body, all these things, even as far as if they were to go into space or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or there are those who came down from, before the dome and everything was put up and everything, did go ahead and line themselves up with gold and everything, because it's the substance and everything for protection also, okay? For protection. And that's the reason why people, and energy, reduce energy along with copper, and so all of these things were of that nature, and that's the reason why we chose them and everything. You know what I'm saying? Even for them to go ahead and 9/11 o'clock to name, with their criminals on the ships in England, they sent them to South Africa, right? To go ahead and start the apartheid down there, shit, and then sent the other motherfuckers over to Australia, and we see there with the gold and everything with the AU, and the STR, that's the snake on the cross, and that's the 666, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons, and then they're giving it back to Leah. Okay, so they just copycat all of the shit. Period. All the shit is just copycat. And so what happens is, yeah, when we go back to Mike and everything, at the, what do you call it, the awards thing, and Mike is doing, you know, his little thing right there, and then they call Prince up there. Now I don't know if that thing was staged or not for him, you know. That part I don't know, but, and I do mean but right now, you know, when you go back and look at it, you know, he really did get embarrassed, and he didn't know what to do. So that's, you know, and so with that right there, I guess that's when he said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna take off my shirt and play the guitar," you know, and you know, I guess that was, you know, what he did the best and everything, and you know, it didn't necessarily turn out. And so with that right there, that kept the same grown man child baby shit that Prince went through this whole fucking entire life. That was until he walked on off, you know. So in order to go ahead and get up on him on the 50, because Mike had broke at 50, he didn't know what Mike was gonna do, you know, because he wanted to, you know, to solidify him being an heir to the throne with a exit stage left, you know, at 50 years old, to be, because that's the numerical value of noon, which is heir to the throne. Okay, so he wants to up him still again, so he waits for 7 years, which is that of the rainbow, to include purple. Okay, to include purple inside of there. Okay, and we saw the meaning of purple, you know, the Ivrit word for one. We saw, you know, the numerical value, the 713, and, you know, of your anus, the rings that goes inside of your anus. So getting through those rings is what's going to give you that purple bliss. You know what I'm saying? You know? That, what is it? 2, 3, that 3911, 3911. Okay, so that 39, because the B is like in, which is like going in to the anus. Okay. The L is 3, the I is 9, that 39, which is, you flip it, that's a 93, and then the SS, you know what I'm saying? That being the germ land, because it is germs, it's doo-doo, is fucking germs. That's why it's called Germ and Eve, you know what I'm saying? Because they just spread a lot of these motherfucking germs to what? Many, small, and many as in many, Y, A-M-A-Y, people, you know, to go ahead and create, first of all, take down our fucking trees, take down our shit. Like I said, Canada still got 91% of their fucking trees. Our trees is all fucked up, you know? And you can see, like I said, on the backside of Shasta the new glow, but the glow is still coming from Hebron, which is the backside. That's where it's coming from, okay? They're just utilizing the beer, which is right there, okay? That's where we motherfucking started at. So all the strange shit at Shasta, that's still the germs, the strange shit, you know? Even when I went through there, I don't know if I took a picture of it, but it was a big ass on the highway coming down. I forget the highway coming down too. Big ass pink ass church and shit, you know? And they came from miles around, and it was like off the highway.
Did you see it?
It was off the highway and everything. I was like saying, fucking A. I was like, whoa. And they were, you know, it was wow. It was wow. And so this is where two people were, Jim, I met him in the prison too. He moved up that way to Reading. Jim, forget his fucking last name right now. And then he goes ahead and then what's her name? Michelle? No, not Michelle. What's her name again? Karen Coleman, who killed 3 of her husbands. I kid you not. I kid you not. She moves up there too to Shasta, Redding, you know? And yeah. So I was like, and then I actually, I had sent her like $50 when she was like saying she was down or whatever, So even while I was up there, I asked her to go ahead and if she could help me out, And she said, "I'm sorry, I don't have anything. I'm kind of saving now for my, battery and everything. And right now it's like it's Karma's triple platinum birthday, you know." And so the little fat slimy bitch too. I was like, damn. But what's so cool about that is her older daughter. She was that, like I didn't even realize either that, I forgot that Wendy Nelson and then her sister Angie, that wasn't their father. Norman, that wasn't their father. You know, neither one of them. Both of them had different fathers, and so how what's her name, Amanda. She basically got a curse that her mama and her grandmother had because they're fucking around and just had too many damn daddies and shit. You know, and so she inherited that. It's not 1619 on the clock. That's P.S. 1622. She was inherited that from her mama's side of the family, not from mine. Not from mine. And with the attitude and everything. And so, and this is what I'm saying with the attitude. So even as he walked off, at 57 to actually go ahead and say that he was the same thing that Eugene Brown Jr. said, that he was the Count of Monte Cristo. Okay? And then he did it in the 4th month and on the 21st day to go ahead and make another 7 for a rainbow. And that was the day after 420, Hitler's day. As Hitler did the 420, for the 6th ether. So he made the 7 and everything to make it a 13. You see what I'm saying? 13 moon, basically. But all of them like that's like Savage, the tarot reader, just prissy all the way through and with their thumb in their fucking mouth, whining. Just fucking whining. All the way through. I was like, fucking hey, I couldn't believe it. So after I saw that, I was like, damn, for real? For real, for real? Anyway, we're gonna holler at you. Or not holler. I don't like hollering. I don't like holler at me shit either. But we'll get back with you in a little bit, all right? All right. Stay blessed and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.